Right, boys, you all know who this is, yeah? This is going out to ye dirt in the house over there, yeah? This is going out to you, Bridie, and the fella with the lovely mouth beside you, and your lovely daughter. 4.5 years ago, my young fella made an application to go to court to see his child. What did ye do 2 days later? Ye set him up and tried to get him 20 years. Yesterday, he went up again after 4.5 years, went up to court again to get to see his child. What did you say in the court again yesterday? Oh my Jesus, what did ye say in the court again yesterday? Tell me what ye said in that court again yesterday. No, but I'll tell it. I'll tell you what ye says. You broke all boundaries and you broke all rules this time. And I swear in the dead, in heaven, ye did. For what ye had to say in that court yesterday. But you know what? We'll put that to one side at the moment as we do, yeah? Well, as I say, as we do. Now, we'll get back to ye. Is that 4.5 years you're going around crying into people's faces? Crying and lamenting and crying yourself away and trying to cry people away. Oh, what was done? Oh, what about my poor girling? What about my poor girling who's left there? Your poor girling. Your poor girling that tried to get my son 20 years in jail for something he didn't do. Your poor girl left there. Your poor girl had no intentions of being left there, had she? I'm sure she had another man in her mind. Because believe me, if she's going to get her husband 20 years, she wasn't planning on waiting around. But it didn't work away, did it? It didn't work away. Now she is left there now. Herself may be tout. You're going around crying in people's faces, and wanting people to believe that ye done nothing wrong, and convincing people over there ye done nothing wrong. Is that 4.5 years, from 12 months to 12 months, ye give us messages, not with the height of scandal, didn't you, Bridie? Not with the height of abuse. You went up in the Bible, the four of ye, and cursed that ye had nothing to do with this, that ye didn't set my son up. And me known to my heart, and God knows in heaven that ye did. Yeah? But I had it here, dirty mouth, I had it here that you did. But I couldn't be bothered with ye. I couldn't be bothered. What was said was said. Was messages going on here and there. You got back on the yokes here now a week again after coming out of lock Derricky, two devils. I don't know how the boat didn't tumble with the two of you in it. You didn't fry in it. They come out of lock Derricky, they are lock Derricky to get in WhatsApp again and want Bibles and want people to curse by the dead. Ye dirty sick shites. I'm going to prove to you now and everybody who lied in the dead and but ye lying in the Bible. And I'm making one thing very, very clear. I'm not here to prove anything with us, because that's been cleared up, thank God. I'm just here to let people know what sort of a shite and dirty lowlife tramp that you are. That's the sort of dirt that you are. I'm letting people know that. And I don't give two shites or two fucks who believes it doesn't, because I know you're in people's ears over there and we don't give a shite. How about that? We don't care. Because all long as God knows and we know, that's what counts. And good people knows. Right? Now, you said, you put your hand on the Bible. Start with you first, Bridie. Oh, Jesus. You put your hand on the Bible that you didn't go. You do. What did your lovely daughter say in the Bible? I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you and let everybody listen of themselves. Here it goes, yeah?
Did you give his name or any false information to the police?
Hold on to wind this back, yeah? There we go. Watch this.
Did your mommy arrange or pay for a fortune country girl to tell the police that he raped her? No. Did your mommy plan or arrange with me and dad to give him scandal? No. Question, did you give or arrange his vote to be given to that fortune?
Right. Did you hear that? Did you, mommy, arrange or plan with me and daddy to give him scandal? And you put your hand on the Bible that you didn't. You lying bitch. Because, Bridie, we weren't the first family you gave scandal to. You gave it to 2 or 3 different families, Bridie, but we were the first that didn't let you go with it. You give the height of abuse to your own son-in-laws, Bridie. Everybody knows what you go for. You try to break up marriages. You done your best to break it up. You wouldn't stop till you did break up one. Thanks be to God you did anyway. It was the best thing that ever happened, as we said long ago. But you know what? It wasn't for the want of trying what you done anyways. Yeah? You try to break up other people's marriages as well. And you give other people the height of scandal as well. And you got in a holy Bible that you didn't. Do you think people are stupid? Do you think people are sick that didn't realise what you have done? Now, let me remind you what you've done. Do you remember that Christmas, Bridie, after you giving that abuse and that scandal to him and trying to set him up? Do you remember, Bridie, you going into pubs and telling people he did rape her, he done that? Do you remember, Bridie, when you wouldn't come out of a shop, Bridie, when you shouted out, he did rape her, he did do it? Was that scandal, Bridie? Do you now remember, Bridie, going down to that camp, to your own father and mother, and wanting them to believe your lies and your scandal, saying he did do that? When you fell out with them, when they wouldn't believe you, when they put you going that trailer, and up to this day, Bridie, you still are talking to your father down to that because he wouldn't believe your lies. And you know, and everybody knows over there, and God knows in heaven, that that's the truth. That you fell out with your own father and mother for not believing that. And you could put your hand on the blessed Bible that you didn't give scandal. You were just sitting in the house. You give us messages from 1 year to the other year, from December to December. I cannot count how many messages you give. Every one of you give, and all scandal. All scandal. And you could go in a yoke and say you didn't do it. You could go, sorry, God bless Sarah, excuse me for saying that about the Holy Bible. You could go in a Holy Bible and say you didn't do it. Say you didn't plan that. After 90% of the messages came from your house, if not them all. And you sitting there writing them with them, and you didn't give scandal. Bridie, you can fool, you'll fool people in this world. But matter of fact, I don't think of this you were going to fool them. But as I said again, I swear to Our Lady, I don't really care. I'm not on the show to clear anything, because thank God that was cleared up 4.5 years ago. We're not here to prove anything. I'm just here strictly. But what you done yesterday is to prove to everybody what sort of liars and liar people that you are. You're dirt. You are the scum of the earth. That's what you are. That's what you are. Now, as it says, I don't give a fuck who believes and who doesn't. It's there to be seen now anyways. A lot of people didn't see that video, a lot of people did. But I promise you one thing, and I'm ready with these messages. People will see a different side of what you're doing. You'll cry in more people's faces, and I'm ready with you. Now, this is going back to you, dirty mouth. You're another chap on the yoke, and more than your daughter, and more than your son, right? Never seen his one, right? Never seen his video. Don't really give a shit of a seed anyways, because I don't have to. Right? You're at the curse on the other side that you had no involvement in this, that you didn't arrange for anybody to go to a police station. You had no involvement. You went around and cursed by your dead father, and you went around and cursed on the Bible that you didn't have anything to do with this. That she got a call from that shade out of nowhere. You lied. You didn't my hole. You lying shite. She got a call from that shade, and my fucking hour she made the call to that shade after you got the first calls. You and your son, you went down to that Christmas morning, that chapel on Christmas Day, and swear on the dead again that you or your son got no call. You swore in that to everybody. People is going to remember that. People out to Patrick was there, that you should have been cried shaming anyways. You should have been run from it, but you didn't. They let you talk. They held their head down and let you talk and get away with what you done. That's fine. That was their business anyways, but we're not letting you get away with it. We never did. You went around and cursed that you did no hands in this. A shade came out of nowhere and gave this call. Are you forgetting you told me in that leisure centre on the 17th of December? Do you remember that? That you brought Michelle to that place. You told me twice that she phoned the shades. You told me yourself that you and your child of a son got 2 calls. He got the first one, and the second call that was made, you got it. That's what the policeman says to you. So if he got the first, didn't you get the second? And then you got Michelle to phone them shades back, and you brought her to that police station. Did you think I forgot about that? Do you think I forgot about that? You dirty, stupid, silly, consumption-y, TB bastard. Did you forget I forgot about that? No, I did. How could I forget about that? Because I listen to you every so often telling me. I listen to you. Are you forgetting about that one, are you? Now, this message is going to end long enough at the moment. I'll let people simmer. But what I may get cut in half, what you're at the scene in that court yesterday. After these messages, there's no more talking. There will be no more messages. When I'm finished saying what I got to say to ye, there will be no more messages. I promise you that from the bottom of my heart, there'll be no more talking after that.